Japan Airlines is one of the premier airlines of Japan. ANA is the other one, but finding business class award availability for ANA flight has been kind of like searching for a needle in a haystack. Which is why in this video we're focusing on Japan Airlines, how to search for award availability and how to book Japan Airline business class with your Chase, American Express, City Thank You Points, Capital Adventure Miles, or Bilt Reward Points. I'll show you 3 different ways to book, so chapters are down below if you want to skip around. If you like miles and points content like this, hit the like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. First things first, we want to find all the routes that Japan Airlines flies to between the US and Tokyo. Tokyo has 2 main airports, Narita and Haneda, and between Narita and Haneda, Japan Airlines flies to 10 North American cities, including Honolulu. We want to focus on these nonstop routes first because the long haul legs are usually the tougher legs to find award availability for. If we do find award space on the long haul legs, we can check to see if we can add a connection later on. This helps simplify our search. Okay, now we know the routes, what we want to do is search for award availability. If you don't know what award availability means, check out this video up here. Essentially, we want to check if the Japan Airlines flight is bookable with miles and points. And for that, we're going to use American Airlines. The reason why we're going to American Airlines is that 1, American Airlines is part of the One World Alliance. And what airlines are part of the One World Alliance? These airlines and Japan Airlines. Since Japan Airlines is part of the One World Alliance, that means we can use American Airlines to search for Japan Airline flights and vice versa. The way we're going to do this is we're going to search for one of the nonstop routes Japan Airlines operates to the US. So let's jump over to AmericanAirlines.com. I'm here on the American Airlines website, and what I'm going to do is go and click on One Way and redeem miles. One of the nonstop Japan Airlines routes is from San Diego to Tokyo. So what I'm going to do is San Diego to TYO, and when I type in TYO, it will cover both Haneda and Narita, and so it'll search both of the Tokyo airports. So that's a little tip for you there. I'm going to click on TYO. I'm going to do 1 passenger for now, and let's pick a random date in January and hit search. So these are the search results, and we can go through these search results. We can go day by day and change the dates, but what we want to use is this calendar. And so this is why American Airlines is so powerful when it comes to searching for One World award availability, is that they have this calendar feature. Click on the calendar, and what we're going to do is change this to nonstop, because we know Japan Airlines flies that nonstop flight between San Diego to Tokyo. We're going to change this to business class. And as we already saw here, January has no award availability. We're going to change this to February. February has 1 day, the 19th. March has the 15th here. April has 1 day, the 30th, at 60,000 points. May has a single date as well. So July here has more dates. Let's go and choose the 9th of July, for example. And what we see here is 1 flight, the nonstop flight from San Diego to Narita, operated by Japan Airlines here. So that is the Japan Airlines flight. And we see that 1 seat's available at 60,000 American Airline miles. Let's go and click calendar again. We have to refilter this, so let's change business class again. August has more dates here. September has a few dates there. October is not too bad here. And this is November. So let's go ahead and choose November 7th, for example, and hit apply changes. And so again, this is the same flight, San Diego to Narita, operated by Japan Airlines in business class. And there's more than 1 seat available because it doesn't say that there's 1 seat available there. And that is one option that we can use here. Let's go ahead and try and search New York. So we're going to go and click on new search and change this to NYC. And let's search that November time frame. So I'm going to click on calendar again, filter this by nonstop, business class. These are all the dates in November that have this award availability from New York to Tokyo. Let's go and click on November 7th. And November 7th has 2 options. There's 2 Japan Airlines operated flight, this late night past midnight one, and there's this 1 afternoon one, and both have 1 seat available. If you have American Airline miles, you can definitely book through American Airlines, but if you don't have American Airline miles, the only points that transfer to American Airlines are Bilt Reward Points. So that's how you book Japan Airlines business class through American Airlines. We're going to keep building off the search results that we found here on American Airlines because American Airlines really is the easiest way to search for award availability. I wrote down all the dates that have award availability from New York to Tokyo, and so instead of booking through American Airlines, we can potentially find these same Japan Airlines flights via Cathay Pacific, which is also a One World partner. So let's go over to Cathay Pacific. So I'm here on the Cathay Pacific page. What I'm going to do is go ahead and click on redeem flights. it would take me to this page, and I'm already logged into my account here, so make sure you're logged in. You do need a login in order to be able to run this search. And so I'm going to go and click on one way for now, and I'm going to do one of those New York flights. So I'm going to do JFK to Haneda. We're going to change this to business class for one person for now. And one of the dates that I found award availability was November 7th. So let's go ahead and run that same exact flight and click on search flights. And these are the search results. And as you can see here, it sees that same exact flight, and it's 75,000 Cathay Pacific Asia miles to fly the same exact route. If you click on flight details, it's Japan Airlines operated flight JFK to Tokyo Haneda. And so this is what we're searching for. This is what we found. It's the same exact flights that we found on American Airlines. It's just 75,000 Cathay Pacific Asia miles instead of the 60,000 American Airlines is charging for the same exact flight. Remember that different airline partners might charge different amounts for the same exact flight. In this case, Cathay Pacific charges 75,000 miles, while American Airlines charges just 60,000 miles. 60,000 sounds good if you have American Airlines miles, but not so great if you don't have 60,000 American Airlines miles laying around. Cathay might be charging 15,000 points or more, but at least it's easier to earn Cathay miles because American Express, Citi Thank You points, Capital One Venture miles, and Built Reward points all transfer over to Cathay Pacific at a 1-to-1 ratio. But keep in mind that it might take 1 to 3 business days for the points to transfer. Last time I transferred American Express points to Cathay, it was instant, but that might not always be the case, so keep that in mind. So that's how you book Japan Airlines through Cathay Pacific, but what if you have Chase points? Notice how I haven't mentioned Chase points yet? Well, if you want to book with Chase Ultimate Reward points, you need to go through another One World partner like British Airways. Similar to what we did with Cathay, we can look at all these dates that we have for New York to Tokyo and run the same search on British Airways. I'm here on the British Airways website where I'm going to go book a flight with Avios. I'm already logged into my account, so make sure you're logged into your account, and I'm going to run the same exact search, New York to Tokyo, here on British Airways Avios. And so what I'm going to type in is NYC, TYO, one way, November 7th. Whoops. It doesn't matter whether I put economy or business class. It's going to show me economy, premium economy, and business class all at one time, one passenger, and get flights. I'm going to go ahead and continue without a stopover. And here are the flight results, and the 2 Japan Airlines operated flights from JFK to Haneda, Tokyo are shown here. And it's the same 2 flights that we saw on American Airlines, the same 2 flights we saw on Cathay Pacific, and it's the same 2 flights here on British Airways. If we go and click on one of these, it'll tell us how many Avios is required for that flight. Down here it says 108,250 Avios and $367 in taxes and fees. It sounds like a lot, right? And it is because British Airways award chart is distance based. That means the longer distance you fly, the more Avios miles it's going to cost. If I go from San Diego to Tokyo, it's 92,000. If I go from LAX to Tokyo, it's 77,000. So considerably less. So it might not make sense to book through British Airways if you're on the East Coast. But you can always wait until there's a British Airways transfer bonus, which happens 2 to 3 times a year. Sometimes the transfer bonuses are 30%. We've even seen 40% before. If the transfer bonus is 30%, that means all of these rates will drop and become better redemption deals. Especially if you're on the West Coast, 60,000 miles for a one-way ticket in Japan Airlines business class is a steal. To earn British Airways Avios, you can transfer American Express, Chase, Capital One Venture miles, and Built Reward points to British Airways. So you have plenty of options to earn British Airways Avios. If you're interested in applying for any cards, my links are down in the description down below, and using those links helps support my channel. If you want another way to book flights to Japan, check out this video, and if you want to maximize your miles and points, check out this playlist, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.